Hello and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you our home as it is decorated for spring 2020. If you like this kind of content, I would love it if you'd subscribe to my channel where I upload thrifting, decor, and DIY videos. And of course, you can always find me on Instagram at Nicole Northgarden. Here we go. Hello all, I was invited to do a spring home tour collaboration by Robin Johnson and several other women. I will link all of the channels of everyone participating in my description box below, as well as a link to the playlist. And I'm going to film this today. It's Sunday. I meant to film this. Well, actually, I had planned to film this today. I just didn't plan for what was going to be going on in the world. So now the house is much more full than it would have been. So you're just going to see our house as it is. I mean, it's decent, but it is what it is, basically. So we're going to put all that aside and I will show you what I have done for our spring decor. Let's head inside. Now more than ever, home is a place for comfort. When I decorated for spring, I had no idea what the coming days would hold. I just wanted to bring a little cheer to our space. But now I am so glad that I've made our space comfortable and beautiful, a place where we can feel sanctuary with everything that's going on outside. Come on in and see what I've done to decorate our home for spring. This is the letterboard sent to me by Arteza, and this should be updated with spring sayings. It's not, it still has our summer ones. I just got behind last summer, and this was a DIY I did a while ago for my channel, one of my first DIYs. I also wanted to show you these. These are my paper mache bunnies, and I think they're fantastic. They don't really match my colors, but I like them anyway, so I put them here on the landing. So they're on top of a picnic basket. I did use museum putty. Not much has changed here. I took out the plant that was here and put in some spring tulips. I will link these in the description box below. This little guy is where my channel started last year. He was my first $5 Goodwill challenge. This is from a floral arrangement that I received, and then I stamped it with this special ink called Stays On and put different words on it so it could be used for different seasons. So I have it turned to fun now, but has peace and joy and love. So I had love out for Valentine's Day, and now I'm gonna turn it back to fun. And I left the cabinets alone. I do like my that's my uranium glass collections. I'll bring the camera in and show you that a little bit better. So this is our little aluminum tidbit tray that I got at the bins. And I keep this here because my son insists on leaving his wallet and his name badge for work and many other things here. So now he puts them in the little tidbit tray and it works out great. Maddie's crafting.
I am.
At the table. Here's one of my kitchen trays. I painted this a while ago, but I always keep this here for our napkins, and I change out the candy. My hubby loves jelly beans, so that's where we're keeping the jelly beans for the season. And then, you know, just keep essentials within reach. That's my little pink depression glass bowl. My son gave me this menu board. He got it for me at a yard sale years ago. And so I just recently wrote this up. Recipe for our home. You know. And I raised it up. This is the, so you might have seen that I made that box into a drawer in one of my DIYs. If I remember, I will link it. That's the top to the box, because now I don't need that, because now the box is a drawer, and so I don't need the top anymore. So I just painted it, and I'm using it as a lift. What is that called? I don't remember right now. Anyway, just to raise that up. So the only thing I've really done here, this is my new canister. You might have seen me thrift that a while back. It's holding our granola right now. I just added this. This is my daughter's, because we don't use coffee pods, but the daughters like coffee pods. So I just added a canister with their coffee pods for while they're home. The only real Eastery thing here, I put these little bunnies. I think they're so cute. I got them at Goodwill. I don't think they ever made it into a haul video, but they were, I think it was $3. They were 99 cents a piece. This on top of the fridge, this is that enamelware coffee pot that you saw me thrift the other day, and it actually is holding our doggies, bags of doggy treats in there, which used to just sit in this basket. So now that looks a lot nicer than them just sitting there. And that's all our vitamins and medicines. That always stays up there. And I recently got these baskets. I got 2 of them, and the white tulips, more of the white tulips from Amazon. So this is my 2-tiered tray. I made this in the fall. It's a DIY that I did, which I will try to link if I remember. This is my little glass bunny. I recently got him at a thrift store. That's more pink depression glass, which I've filled with chocolate eggs and Hershey Kisses in my milk glass. This was a little tart tin craft that I did on my mom's crafting weekend that never made it into a video. And I made these beads with some wooden beads that I got at Michael's and some others that I picked up at a yard sale. And I think one of you might have sent these to me, or I got them at the bins. I don't recall. Those ceramic bunnies, and here's a butterfly. So I just put those on the ends of the beads instead of the tassels, just for something a little different. The dining room, my hutch area. That is is that a rooster or a hen? I do not know. Maybe one of you can tell me, but either way, I love this picture. I got it at the bins recently. I love how it looks there. And there's my other basket. So it came in a set of 2 with the other one that I showed you. And those tulips are a different set that I had bought like 3 or 4 years ago. Picked this up at a yard sale last year. It's Department 56. I think he's super cute. always have this cart here. This was part of my $5 Goodwill challenge, my first video last year. So he's there again. And I added a few little bunnies to my salt and pepper shakers here. Oh, and I recently picked this up at the bins and I just wrote, "You matter," as a good reminder for anyone who sees it. This is the $5 piece of furniture I got at the bins. It's super useful for storage. And we recently put these shelves above it because I really wanted a place to display my ironstone. Here's another 2-tier tray. I'm sorry, the light is hard to deal with in here because it's so bright. I mean, because there's so many windows, but we'll do our best. This is a DIY I made. I have a video of these, which I will put up probably sometime this week, but I made that from vintage blocks. Here's my little indoor garden. I am going to get an ivy plant to stick in there, but again, everything's kind of on hold right now. And look, the snow melted. Yay! And this is my little air plant. And I have stuck a little bird in there. And this was one of my little glass mushrooms, if you remember that craft from the spring, or I guess it was last summer. And here's the mantle. I simplified it for the spring. I really love it. I used different wood tones, different metals, just kind of used what I had, and I really like how it turned out. And the 2 larger candles are battery operated and they come on at night. They are a little yellower, but that's fine. I'm fine with that. This table didn't change much. I just added that little bunny with a backpack, and there was a milk glass bowl here, and I switched it out with this little bunny on a basket. And here's the table that I sit here a lot on this sofa. This is the drawer I was telling you about, the box that I turned into a drawer, and so the lid is in the kitchen as a little riser for my display, but this I made into a sewing machine drawer. And that's a little bunny I recently thrifted, and this was a DIY that I did a while back. For the coffee table, I left it pretty much alone. I know this is not ideal here, but I'm trying to be good and not buy new candles until I burn through the ones that I have, and that's one that I already had, so that's what I'm using. And then this had pine cones in it for winter time, so I switched out the pine cones and put a little moss and another bunny. And this is a DIY that you'll see on Wednesday in my Look for Less challenge. Some of you might have seen this on Instagram. I DIY'd this bunny at my mom's craft weekend. And this was a recent vintage market purchase. This was a thrift store purchase recently. These I found at the bins. The kids are braiding hair. Give a wave. And Maddie's still working on her craft project. So we're just clearing areas as we go. All right, and that's all that I have for you today. I hope you've enjoyed seeing our home tour. I will see you in my next video. I will be putting up some DIYs and some vlogs in the coming week. Until then, everyone, please take care of yourselves, and thanks for watching.